finally got my chance to smash open Donkey Kong Bonanza, and here's my first impression. My expectations for this game is I wanted it to be satisfying to smash everything. I want the challenge level to be about a medium, and I want the world to be really open and explorable without the storyline being on rails. My curiosities are, how deep is the alternate gameplay mode, the sculpting? And with Pauline being a singer, is music going to be a strong part of the gameplay or just an afterthought? So, is it satisfying to smash? Absolutely. There's so many different ways to smash in this game. Almost every controller button has some sort of combination or something that you can do, whether it's pull rocks out of the ground and smash them back down, or use that giant piece of rock to help you dig through the environment, or just straight out throw it at enemies. But you could also just slide across the ground on top of them, and that's just one specific control. You can also explore underground by tunneling through, up and down, and there's a plethora of things to find underground. It does add in game mechanics as you move along, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be more to find than once I get past more than 2 hours of gameplay. I was playing and digging through rocks, and in the second area, all of a sudden, I can pull rocks that were explosive and throw them and blow stuff up, making smashing even more fun. One of the things that makes this really fun, having so many different ways to destroy the environment, is there's fun side puzzles that all utilize kind of different mechanics of this. There's some where you just fight bosses. There's some where you have to dig through the conveyor belt systems. And the side puzzles utilizing these different mechanics kind of helps you learn and challenge yourself along the way. And because those are side puzzles, they don't feel like they're locking any part of the story behind them. And most of them just offer like a banana, which helps you with your skill tree. But it doesn't feel like your skill tree is necessary to keep playing the game. Now let's go through some likes and dislikes of the game. One of the high things on my likes is the clothes and the hair. The fact that you can change Donkey Kong's clothes and change Donkey Kong's hair. And the way they built that into the story, by starting you out with Donkey Kong with his mining gear on, and then when you fall into the first world, he's naked. And then one of the NPCs you first talk to brings up the fact that you're naked, kind of letting you know that, hey, we're going to go get our clothes back. Another thing that I like is the exploration. And the fact that you can find maps that help you find other things underground, the treasure chests and the fossils and stuff that you find underground. And I really do, although it's not necessary, love the skill tree because it gives you even more ways to smash or improves your ability to smash. A few more things that I like is that this game is a fun stress relief. You can just boot up the game, smash a bunch of stuff, clear out a bunch of the world, feel good about yourself and leave and have no need for accomplishment in that session. Just go, smash stuff, leave. Also, like while you're underground, there's a terrain x-ray. You get underground, the third-person camera gets stuck behind rocks, but it doesn't block your vision at all. So you can see underground, and it pretty well defines where DK is in relation to the camera. And then the chimp story guides. You're guided through the story by all the chimpanzees in the environment, but they don't feel like they lock anything. Like you can keep playing, and there's ones with banana icons that will tell you what part of the puzzles to do to get bananas if you do get stuck. And the last thing is Donkey Kong whistling. Absolutely wonderful. A straight up callback to Seven Dwarfs and whistling while you work in the mines. Fantastic. Early on in the story, you're just using it as a locator to find the things you want on your map, but you can use your map, your personal map, to mark locations, and then Donkey Kong's whistling will help you find that with sonar. Now, I haven't gotten to the point where I've gotten Pauline yet, but I'm pretty sure that she'll add even more fun mechanics into the music of this gameplay. Did some digging into the sculpting gameplay mechanic, where you're just creating models through mining tools, basically. It is infinitely creative, although it's just kind of a 3D modeling tool with mining gimmicks kind of baked into it, but you do have infinite possibilities. Like you will be able to create whatever you imagine as long as you learn this tool. The end game being all you're going to do is get a picture of a 3D model. And for this, it's cool to have that 3D model in game, but I would suggest just if you wanted to play with 3D modeling, just learn some sort of 3D modeling application, and then you'll have a file or something that you can 3D print or use to animate, where this is just going to be inside the Donkey Kong game, where the things you sculpt inside Donkey Kong Bonanza are just going to be kind of locked into Donkey Kong Bonanza, and then you're just going to have an image. If they would have let you found a way to download or upload your 3D model into some sort of software where you could pull the model out and take it with you because you created it, that would be cool. Now, I have not gotten into the co-op gameplay, but I will do a video breaking that down very soon. Now let's work through a couple of dislikes I have with it so far. The map navigation, I think it's designed with the mouse controls in mind. Meaning with a controller, it's really easy to kind of get off center and have a hard time navigating to the things you want to see while trying to rotate the 3D environment and kind of scan and zoom through. It has a lot of different, I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's clunky. You get balloons and you get apple juice, and the game doesn't really explain intuitively through passive gameplay how you're going to use these things. Also, the last thing that really kind of busts down immersion that I really don't like is some things you smash or break or rip apart, and they rip apart round, which works with the physics of the game, except for it leaves weird round holes in things like wood, like someone bit them, not like someone punched or ripped part of them out. But to be honest, I think that's just nitpicking. But now, as a first impression, let's just go through really quick. Was it satisfying to smash? 100%. You will have fun smashing in this game. Is it going to be too challenging and frustrating to keep playing? Absolutely not. You're going to have fun. You're going to solve the puzzles. You're going to be curious, and you're going to be able to play in whatever time increments you want. You're probably not going to have to knock your head against the boss or knock your head against the puzzle for hours to figure it out. Is the world open and explorable? Absolutely. You can go, climb, dig anywhere. Like, there's world borders, obviously. There's stage borders, obviously. And you can have fun smashing around. But you can get distracted easily. And it's actually fun. You get lost in the fact that you dig to this and you dig a hole and you find a map to a fossil. Then you dig to that fossil. And on the way to that fossil, you dig up and you find a puzzle. Then you do the puzzle. Then there's a chimp right next to you and talk to the chimp. And he's got a mission for you. And you go do that mission and then smash through the ground again and find another map to a banana. And you get a banana and you upgrade your skill tree. You could just go and run along and you could just play passively and pick through the missions, side quests, side puzzles as you go while you're having fun digging in the mines. So personally, if you do have a Nintendo Switch 2 and you're debating whether or not to pick this game up, I would suggest picking it up. You will have fun playing this game on and off however you want in between other games and as a breakup from your Mario Kart world. That's all I have for now. I'm going to get back to playing and find some more questions to answer.